been an artist since I was one of my earliest memories. One of my first memories is getting in trouble for drawing on my mom's wall. I'm Shannon Lee O'Shea, and I'm a tattoo artist in Vancouver. Tattooing is such a visceral and physical form of art. It's kind of a means of telling a story through imagery and also through individuality, because it's different per person and different per artist. I feel like tattooing is a medium unlike anything else. You can go about it so many different ways. It can be abstract based, it can be based on like the flow of somebody's body, it can be image based, it can be ritual based. And tattooing's been around since like the Paleolithic era. So it's just such an ancient way of expressing, I guess, like human art and human culture and human nature on one's own self. There's various reasons, and they all vary from culture to culture, but in this moment in this particular area of the world, people get tattoos because they're like nice to look at. Right now they're particularly trendy, which has been the first time in a long time. So they don't have this cultural stigma attached to them that they used to have. And now they've become kind of like this new phenomenon that is popular amongst everybody, especially young people. It's hard to walk down the street without pointing at somebody and being like, do they have a tattoo? They probably do, like 90% of people do. And I feel like getting a tattoo, a lot of the time, it depends what people are going. Sometimes it's just purely aesthetic choices. Sometimes it's for like a memorial, so it's some like deeply personal reason. And other times it's they like the way it looks and it looks nice on their body and they just want to have it be part of them. Just a physical expression, like an altercation to the body that you made a choice of. It's not like you're not born with it, you chose to alter your body this way. You made a decision. Tattooing as an art form, like I said earlier, is extremely ancient and used to be a lot more ritual based than it is now. But I mean, some areas of the world still practice that ritual based way of tattooing. But it's interesting because it's not usually done by one person onto themselves. It can be sometimes, but more commonly it's somebody else doing it to somebody else. So it's a combined effort. And that kind of forms a very almost like community way of producing art. It takes more than one person to do it. And then that kind of translated onto the human body makes it immortal for that person's lifetime. Unless they get it removed or covered up, but usually it just stays the way it is until they pass away. And it has this kind of mortality about it, but also this permanence. So I feel like it's really indicative of just mankind and human nature. It's kind of metaphoric. In Vancouver, it has recently been very popular to have very minimalistic aesthetic in the tattoo. So it has been very popular to have what is called black work, which is very heavy black lines as kind of a way to divide up the space, and lots of thin black lines as like either hatching or to describe like more detailed areas, and then stipulate to describe contrast and shadows instead of like actual smooth shading.